Right-hander Eddie Butler has done some fine work out of the Cubs bullpen here early on, putting a career-high 7-inning performance in extra innings, no less, in the second game of the season in Miami. He may be asked to pitch a bunch here today.
Yeah, well, right man for the job. Righty comes in behind the left-hander Quintana. He's got a chance to be a hero here. Bases loaded, 1 out. And a red-hot hitter in the batter's box. Kind of flipped the script of this ball game. It's been all Brave so far.
Here we go, and Albies taps foul. Butler with back-to-back days earlier this week against the Pirates. A scoreless inning on Tuesday, 2 innings, 1 run allowed on Wednesday night as he finished up that ball game. The Cubs 13-5 win. Corner men are in. Shallow in the outfield. It bounces up there, and Contreras kept it in front of him. One ball, 1 strike. Albies with a homer and a double right-handed off the lefty Quintana.
I'd like to see Wilson take his glove out of play there on that ball in the dirt. Use the chest protector and just knock that ball down. Sometimes you try to pick it, it kicks away.
Softly hit. Zobrist's play is first. Boy, nice play by Baez. That was a close play, and he was able to get his foot on the bag and take that throw as a run scores. So Albies in 3 innings has an RBI in all 3 at bats to make it 5-1. That goes 3-4 for the out.
Yeah, great instincts by Baez to get over here and cover first base. Ground ball to the right side. You figure it's going to be pitcher to first baseman or first baseman to pitcher, but neither one of those options was available.
Second and third, they've scored in every inning. Swanson swings and misses. So a bunch of bullpen for the Cubs today. Quintana went 2 1/3. And so far charged with 5 runs. Hard foul. Braves now with 7 hits and leading the game 5-1. Smothered by Contreras. 1-2.
Kind of day where you really get rewarded for putting the ball in play. A lot of challenging plays for the position players. There's certainly been some hard contact against Quintana here today, but 3 or 4 real soft hits. If you were an advanced scout, you would glean nothing from scouting this game today. You know, especially on the pitchers. You know, you're not going to draw any conclusions about Quintana pitching in these conditions. Matter of fact, if you're an advanced scout, you probably ought to be back at the hotel watching on television.
And if you are, glad to have you with us.
We won't rat you out.
Swanson stays alive. 2-2. Line into left and a base hit. 1 run in. The pitcher Newcomb is held at third. It's now 6-1. That's 4 combined run scoring hits for the top 2 guys in the Braves order. And as I mentioned when we gave you their lineup, Freddie Freeman hasn't done any damage in this series, but they have scored 10 runs so far. And here is Freeman. Yeah, only 1 strikeout so far. That was Quintana getting Borges. Another ball in play, another base hit. Newcomb is in, and that'll close the book on Quintana, charged with 7 runs in this ball game.
If you were to look at a spray chart for Freddie Freeman, you'd see a lot of balls through the middle of the diamond. You talk about bunching outfielders, you could justify bunching a bunch of infielders in a pretty narrow band out there, just a little bit to the left and right of second base. A lot of times it's on the line. This time it's a sharp ground ball.
One in the first, 3 in the second, 3 more here in the third. Getting that 3rd out has been real tough for Cubs pitching so far in this series.
He pitches for Quintana today, 37 strikes, 33 balls.
Another foul by Suzuki. Suzuki, the 8th batter of the inning. They sent 8 to the plate, and they scored 3 in the second. Two is low. Zobrist will play behind the runner Freeman at first, and Freeman will be on the move here with 2 outs.
Yesterday's ball game, 4-0 a Brave win. All 4 runs came in the 5th inning. They batted around that, and it's kind of been the theme of this homestand. The Pirates and some big crooked numbers on the board.
Try it once again.
Well, the good news is it's early and the Cubs have a lot of time to mount a spirited comeback here.
Suzuki has walked and knocked in a run with a single. And he walks again, and the bases are full for Markakis. The Braves are really feeling it offensively. Real patient at bats. So Markakis batting for the third time. And Butler's first pitch is lifted foul to left, out of play.
Eddie Butler turned 27 in March. He was originally drafted by the Rangers out of high school, didn't sign, went to Radford University. Rockies took him in the first round. I guess it would have been a supplemental pick after the first round in 2012. He was number 46 overall.
Lined in the left center, and at least two more will score. Swanson is in. Freeman scores. Relay throw. Suzuki is out. As he and Contreras collided. Let's hang on a second, though. Let's see if Brian Snitker has an issue with the block.
Yeah, he may try to challenge that. Contreras blocked the plate here. But no, I think he's good. He's receiving the ball. Yeah, he's way ahead of the base runner.
So he's chatting with Chad Fairchild. And the throw beat him by a mile, and no challenge coming. So it's all Atlanta here early on, midway in the third, 9-1.
We're finally back out in our yard, but so are they.
Dandelions, lurking crabgrass, and wheat-thin grass. Introducing the all-new Scott's Turf Builder Triple Action. It kills weeds, prevents crabgrass for up to 4 months, and feeds so grass can thrive, all guaranteed. Only from Scott's.
Our backyard is back.
This is a Scott's Yard. Scott's, the official sponsor of Major League Baseball.
Today, Feldco honors the best of the best, the top of the class, the ultimate in energy efficiency. To celebrate, Feldco is offering 2 windows for the price of 1.
That's right. Get 2 windows for the price of 1 and graduate to higher savings with no interest for 1 year. So what are you waiting for?
2 windows for the price of 1 and soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Your heart doesn't only belong to you. So if you have heart failure, ask your doctor about Entresto. It helps keep people alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARM. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Entresto for heart failure.
MLB At Bat is your #1 app for Cubs baseball. Customize your experience to catch every moment this season. Get Cubs home screen icons and features such as the MLB.TV Game of the Day, pitch tracking, in-game highlights, live radio broadcast, stats, news, and more. Download MLB At Bat today.
A 5-run third inning, so Sean Newcomb trying to beat the Cubs for the first time in 3 career starts. It was a big lead. He gave up a homer to Almora in the first inning. 1 ball, 1 strike on Albert. Yeah, I think we've tweaked that home plate collision rule to the point where common sense now seems to prevail. When that rule was implemented, I believe Wilson would have probably been called for blocking, but you know, that's one where the throw beats the guy by 15 feet, and you know, I think he was out of the line, and then the throw kind of took him into the baseline.
Yeah, I think
that's the common sense just prevails on that.
I think that the fact that the throw led him into that position
I mean, when that rule was implemented, they seemed to call almost everything to the runner's advantage. Strike 2, 3-2. And ball 4. Almora tried to flip the bat, but apparently too much pine tar on it. I don't know if I've ever seen that where the catcher had to get out of the way.
Yeah, catcher and the umpire, they know the bat's in the air, they just don't know exactly where it is.
Strike called on Bryant, who doubled in the first inning.
So the challenge for the Cub hitters now is just to continue to have good at-bats. Be very easily to mentally check out down 8 runs on a day like today.
Good read by Almora, I think. Yep, he's in, and he'll stay there as the ball got away from Albies, but he didn't quite see it. Charge to Newcomb.
Suzuki gets on it quickly, but as you said, it was a really good read by Albert. Nice break.
Now watch what he does here. See, I think he's worried he's got to keep a body part on the bag and didn't realize the ball had actually gotten into the outfield. So guys already accustomed to these replay rules. 2-1. Drive to right. Almora ready to tag. Markakis throw is a good one, but late. Good play all around. And the batter is Wilson Contreras.
You're going to appeal this play at second base. I think that Albert left early. So you got to be careful not to be too daring on the bases when you're down 8.
Appeal to no avail. He was good.
He was fine.
Curveball missed. Here comes Almora. Throw will go to first. Little bobble by Culberson, but they get him. It's 9-2 as Contreras will get an RBI. Cubs cash in that leadoff walk. You would not have bet on 11 combined runs in the first 3 innings, would you?
Well, we had a couple days already this year where the weather has said the game is going to look a certain way, and the outcome has been completely different.
2 outs, bases empty. 1 ball, no strikes.
Fire up the sled and go to the ballpark.
That could be somebody we know, but we'll never know if it is. Culberson will barehand. Not sure he had to.
No.
And Zobrist reaches. And assuming that's a hit, that's number 1,400 in his career. And it is.
Culberson played it into a hit because he tried to barehand it. He just gloves it. It's a fairly easy play. All right, Hitwin in the seats here. And they'll be on their way.
The 0-1. Zobrist will hold it first.
That's a big curveball that Newcomb has. Tough pitch to command. I think that's why they've been leaning on him to throw the changeup a little bit more.
Kick in the 1-1 is lined foul out of play to right. That's foul. Suzuki tried to pounce on it. One and two. Here it is. Swing and a miss. And a ball in the dirt, and that's it for the Cubs. They get one. They trail this one 9-2 after 3.
It's not just a coaster, you know. It's an invitation.
Jim Beam on the rocks.
The bourbon that's been making history since 1795 invites you to make some of your own.
Our customers are people who work hard for their money. So we do everything we can to make their money work hard for them. At Meijer, we see it as a simple matter of respect. That's why for 80 years now, low prices have been built into the way we do business. Because the most important thing we can earn is the right to shake someone's hand and look them in the eye. Come see for yourself.
Dig in, buddy.
Dad!
Dig in, buddy.
Now, the finer things in life are best enjoyed with chopsticks. Premium Angus top sirloin, large succulent shrimp, hand-tossed in a sizzling wok. Introducing Wok Seared Steak and Shrimp for a limited time only at Panda Express.
Wherever you are, you're there. The NBC Sports app, your home for live streaming coverage of the Cubs, all connected by Xfinity.
Welcome back, and as you enjoy Miller Lite, look forward to the Hold True moment later in today's ball game. Steady mist continues to fall on this cold afternoon. The game time temperature, first pitch was 38 degrees. Eddie Butler in for Quintana out there after finishing off the third. So we just got a new weather announcement. Wind chill down to 25. Comes lined out, a sicking line drive, and Almora made a heck of a play on him, and a swinging bunt base hit. Part of the big 5-run third inning for the Braves.
One, two. This is low and outside. Ground ball right to Baez. Tag applied late. Adams is safe. Looked like a routine play, and it'll be an error on Baez.
Yeah, it's just nothing routine on a day like today. A little back on his heels. Probably should have come and gotten that one, and had he gotten it to Zobrist a little bit earlier, he might have had time to apply the tag. So a little cavalier there by Hobby.
Here's Culberson. In the air, Almora makes the play, 1 out. Tomorrow, the Cubs match up with the Braves at 1:20. Up to the first 10,000 early arriving fans get a pair of Cubs athletic socks presented by Uber. Following the game, the first 1,000 kids 13 and younger will have the chance to run the bases, weather permitting. For tickets and information, visit Cubs.com.
Bring your snowshoes.
And that's a good day to have an extra pair of socks. Keep your feet warm. Roll one on Borges outside. Contreras fires late to first. Boy, my scorecard on the Braves side has very little breathing room. Right? You typically have a lot of empty boxes. That's what you hope for with 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But I mean, 6, 8, 9. That's how many batters in each of the first 3 innings. No play for Contreras.
10 hits in the ball game already for the Braves. Had 1 reach on an error. They've taken 4 walks. That's a whole lot of traffic.
Wind really gusting. Wind chill continues to drop in the mid-20s in that regard. And that one skitters away on a wild pitch.
If you're a bench player, either one of these clubs today, you're not making eye contact with the bench coach or the manager. You don't want to be in this game.
Bouncer to the shortstop, Russell. His throw off the mark. That is an error on Russell. With Borges' speed, the throw bounced. He might have beaten that out anyway. Let's see. He would have been out.
Yeah, just up the line. And again, Zobrist without a lot of experience there, trying to hang on to the bag, probably would have been better off coming off the bag just to knock the ball down. But didn't really have much impact on the play because it stayed in play and there was no further advancement.
Pitcher bunts through strike one. First and third with only one out.
And the errors in this inning, second one on Baez this year, and same for Russell, his second miscue.
That's high for a ball. So 2 errors and a wild pitch here in the fourth. So final in Cincinnati, the Cardinals beat the Reds again 6-1. We'll have more details a little later. Cardinals now 8-7. Reds are 2-12. The key sequence probably in this game, as the Braves already had a lead, was the walk to Newcomb as he was trying to bunt in the third. He bunts that one foul. It's 2-2.
At the time, and I'm sure Quintana was thinking, well, if I can get a strikeout here, keep the ball out of play. And that's what happens. You get a little greedy instead of just accepting the out, take the sacrifice bunt and move on.
So Newcomb strikes out. Here's Albies. Zobrist will hold down the runner, Borges. Pulled into right, base hit. Adams scores. Borges to third. 4 innings, 4 at-bats, 4 RBIs for Ozzie Albies. He's a triple away from the cycle today. And it's 10-2. That is an unearned run.
Number 7 is Swanson.
Swanson, the batter. Ball 1. Bryant will field, and then the throw to Zobrist gets him. But the Braves continue to score in every inning, an unearned tally, and it's now 10-2 in the fourth.
It's the one and only Ford Truck Month. The place to find one-of-a-kind deals on Ford F-Series, including Motor Trend's Truck of the Year F-150. With best-in-class towing and torque, these bad boys make the rules and break them. That's why it's America's best-selling truck 41 years straight. But like ribs at a barbecue, these deals won't last long. Ford Truck Month. It's buy now time, partner.
Now get a Bill Ford Tough F-150 with $10,431 in total savings, or lease for just $229 a month.
Who wants a donut? It used to be everyone had to be in the office. We lacked the technology to be flexible and productive. Then CDW orchestrated a collaboration solution for us using the Lenovo X1 Carbon, powered by Intel Core processor technology. Now we can access our network and work together from anywhere. Hey, everybody. Coming back for the team building?
Mobility by Lenovo.
No.
IT orchestration by CDW.
At Dietz & Watson, our family believes that the most important meal of the day is the one spent with the people you call family. It doesn't matter where it happens or when. All that matters is what you bring to the table. For over 75 years, our family has handcrafted premium meats and artisan cheeses that always come together in simple-to-prepare recipes. So it's just a little easier to choose the table together.
Closed captioning of Cubs baseball on NBC Sports Chicago is brought to you by U.S. Waterproofing.
A little seepage in your basement is no need to panic. Count on the experts at U.S. Waterproofing to diagnose and repair the problem.
For a free consultation, visit uswaterproofing.com. A better basement starts with us.
Xfinity X1 customers say, show me the Chicago Cubs in your X1 voice remote. Get live team stats on your TV. Change the way you experience TV with Xfinity X1. (10-2) Atlanta. Strike one. Addison Russell, bottom of the fourth. You like cold? We got it. You like wind? We got it. You like rain? We got that.
Mailmen wouldn't even work today.
Fly ball into right. Markakis will put it away. Bring up Hayward. What has Newcomb done well here early on?
Well, he's playing for the right team today, that's for sure. His boys have put 10 runs on the board for him. But, you know, I expect to see more changeups. And again, on a day like today, wind blowing hard, it's hard to command the curveball, but that's been a real good pitch for him. There's a lot to like about him. He's a big kid, 6'5". He gives real good angles. He stays on top of the ball and drives that fastball downhill. Creates some issues for the hitters. He was a guy who, you know, for a while there was considered among the best pitching prospects in the game. He's had command issues, so there was some thought that maybe he'd end up being a bullpen guy. But if he can cut down on the walk rate, which he has done so far this year, he's got a chance to be a real solid starter.
Two and one on Hayward. I want to send out congratulations to our colleague and our good friend Matt Spiegel. He got married today. So congrats to Matt and Christine. Had the ceremony this morning, and they are celebrating here at the ballpark. That is caught. Adams on the warning track. Retires Hayward on a bullet. 2 down. And yes, the Spiegels are in a suite. So they're nice and comfortable. Butler. Ball one. So the bad news, if you're trying to make dinner reservations, it's really tough on a Saturday night in Chicago. The good news is there's plenty of patio seating available.
Hey, you want to fire up that heater for me?
Would you like to sit outside? I'm good. The 1-2 is fouled.
A lot of hardy souls hanging in there today.
Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. They came prepared. Eddie giving him a battle. Another 2-2. Bounce to Freeman. And the Cubs will go 1-2-3. That is a first 1-2-3 frame for any pitcher in this ball game.
I could do grab a... Yeah, sure. You know what? It's all about it.
The moment you realize a good backyard party requires a good backyard.
At Lowe's, we have everything you need to create the outdoor space you've always wanted.
Get up to 18 months special financing on qualifying purchases with your Lowe's Advantage card.
I've always believed that caring for families is the best way to keep our community healthy and safe, which is why I got into personal injury law. It gives me the opportunity to help people at a time of tremendous loss, because helping injured people win justice is its own reward.
When you swing for a new ride, are you putting up zeros? Forget Captain No. Yes Man from Thomas Toyota and Thomas Nissan is on your team. He'll turn your dream car into a home run with a 2017 Toyota Camry or a 2017 Nissan Rogue. Your choice, just $15,000. That's right, your choice, just 15 grand at Thomas. Don't take no for an answer. Get a yes from Yes Man at Thomas Toyota and Thomas Nissan Joliet.
I've always believed that caring for families is the best way to keep our community healthy and safe, which is why I got into personal injury law. It gives me the opportunity to help people at a time of tremendous loss, because helping injured people win justice is its own reward.
Our high-speed action, and we mean it literally, is powered by Xfinity. The freeze does not lose often. But this guy beat him. Oh, man, it took every fiber in his body. But he did it. And I'm not sure what the prize is for beating the freeze. Oh, $100? Oh, that's cool.
And bragging rights.
A hearty handshake.
Pitcher with the freeze. You get a patch like in bowling. I beat my coach. I beat the freeze. These folks deserve some kind of an award. It reminds me of the old Candlestick Park in San Francisco when it would be so cold for those night games, and fans, if the game went extra innings, on the way out of the ballpark, fans would be awarded the Quad a Candlestick. Little cross.
Yeah.
They're hanging in there.
It's like an I closed Walski sticker in Milwaukee. People who know that reference know it too well. 0-1 to Freeman is low. Butler back quickly. Inside. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. They're trying to keep the Braves off the board for the first time in this ball game.
Keep the Braves
every inning.
Keep the Braves off the board and keep his mates in the bullpen. Eat up as many outs as possible.
Russell will cut it off and make the play. Former Major League pitcher Paul Bird, one of the Braves broadcasters, challenged.
And then he's got to go. There he goes. There somewhere. Knees high.
He's got no shot.
And here comes
so look at the head start.
Picking him up, putting him down.
Yeah, he was going along nicely there, and then he hit some quicksand.
Go to the kick. Go to your countdown, Bernie.
Good effort, Paul. What kind of outfit is that? I think that is the hint from the truck that you should take on the freeze in May when we head to Atlanta.
I would have to start at the
bad back and all
in right center. I would have to start in the right center, never mind left center.
Right, so that'd be the question: is how big a lead would you need, a head start, to actually win that race?
I would think at least half the warning track, at least straightaway center field.
You told me yesterday it took you 19 minutes to go from belly to feet in the morning.
Well, I'm a little on the DL right now, so when I'm at 100%, it's half of that.
Two count on Suzuki. Whatever it takes today.
There's a certain mindset that says we're coming to the game, and as long as they're playing, we're not leaving.
That one smacked into center. Suzuki's on for the 4th time in his second hit.
2 knocks, 2 walks for Suzuki. The Braves are like they're unfazed by this weather. I mean, it's like 75 and sunny in their world right now.
Typically, on days like this, the conditions change a little bit in the course of a ball game, whether it's a shift of the wind direction or a change in the precipitation. I have to tell you, and I've been in this booth now since about 11 a.m. It hasn't changed other than get a little colder. The wind has blown in the same direction at about 25 to 30 miles an hour. We've had this light mist.
Yeah, as things got ugly there in the 3rd inning, I was thinking, well, maybe we'll just have a downpour and they'll cancel it before it becomes an official game. But you're right, it's just been kind of same old all afternoon.
Red Sox won again. They're 12-2. Thumped the Orioles 12-2. Check that, 10-3 was the final score at Fenway. Butler's got it. Out at second. Out at first. Double play. 1-6-3. We go to the bottom of the 5th. All Braves this afternoon.
When we set out to brew a light beer, there came a moment of truth. When we had to choose more taste or fewer calories. We chose both. What are you holding? Miller Lite. Hold true.
What are you doing? Just warming up. I got called up to the show. You know, the showroom. Don't want to pull anything.
Good luck. Get 0.9% APR for 60 months on a new 2018 Camry or lease Camry for $199 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
Ending hunger is a team sport. My friends at Binny's Beverage Depot donate $100 to the Greater Chicago Food Depository every time the Cubs leadoff man gets a hit. Here's a toast to ending hunger in Chicago. Binny's Beverage Depot, family owned since 1948.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan with an In-the-Loop update. Top White Sox pitching prospect Michael Kopech pitches tonight for the Charlotte Knights. You can watch that game right here on NBC Sports Chicago. First pitch scheduled just after 6. Don't forget the post-game show coming up. Need a rally. Back to Wrigley. Len and JD.
The Cubs announced a new online ticket purchase opportunity to expand access for fans interested in buying Cubs tickets at an affordable price. The team will now offer 60 tickets located in the lower level terrace for just $10 for every regular season home game. Fans can register online For the opportunity to purchase up to 4 tickets, registration opens 48 hours before the game and closes 24 hours prior to first pitch. No fee to enter. Cubs.com/1060 tickets.
Just a bit outside. Newcomb. One 1-0 on Ian Happ. 0 for 2 in the ball game.
Sean Newcomb, no relation to the great Don Newcomb. Don had an E at the end of his name.
That's, yeah, I keep wanting to put an E at the end. No such thing. I'd like to welcome all our viewers watching and streaming Cubs baseball on LigTel Communications in Ligonier, Indiana. You see the pants on Newcomb. That's how hard the wind is blowing. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Hey, happy 52nd birthday to Hall of Famer Greg Maddux. 11 years with the Braves, a decade with the Cubs, 4-time Cy Young Award winner. He won 4 in a row starting in 1992 with the Cubs.
He's probably on a nice warm golf course right now.
18 Gold Gloves for Greg.
He was a master craftsman. So much fun to watch him work.
Stay at the plate for Almora. He has scored both Cubs runs, a homer, a walk. Newcomb can't get it. He's probably thankful he didn't make contact, or that ball probably trickles into right. So Albies makes the play. Greg Maddux, really good as a Cub and incredible as a Brave.
Yeah, and you know, just so much that I've worked with the Braves during the steroid eras when the numbers, you know, the ERAs were up, and he was posting sub-2s.
Driven into center for Bryant. A multi-reach game for Chris. Double, single today.
Lopsided game, ugly day, but he's not going to give up an AB. Continues to work hard. Beautiful swing down and through.
Just as Newcomb had started to get in a groove, he had retired 8 of 9 before that hit. Contreras tops to first. Freeman will beat him to the bag, and that's it. 5 in the books on a cold Saturday afternoon. It's 10-2 Atlanta.
You don't just want easy. You want streaming all your favorite shows on the fastest internet easy. You want internet that helps you save on mobile easy. You want Xfinity because it makes your life simple, easy, awesome.
Get started with Xfinity Internet and TV for $35 each a month for 2 years when you bundle both. And get Showtime, Stars, and Cinemax included for 12 months to start streaming popular movies and TV shows like the hit series Billions. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
Real smooth.
Real smooth?
Real smooth.
Real smooth.
Real smooth. Real smooth.
Gatorade Flow, all the flavor with a smooth finish. Looking for something more intelligent in your next sedan? Well, look no further than Hyundai. The Sonata is packed with technology and comes from the brand named #1 in customer loyalty 9 years running. The Elantra is all brains with smart brakes and smart cruise control that adjust to changing traffic. All on top of America's best warranty. So every Hyundai sedan is a great deal more than just a great deal. Right now, for a limited time only, lease a Sonata for $139 a month or get $3,250 total savings. Visit buyhyundai.com.
Introducing Taco Bell's latest work of art. $1 triple melt nachos, seasoned beef topped with a lavish blend of 3 melty cheeses. Another $1 masterpiece, only at Taco Bell.
Wherever you are, you're there. The NBC Sports app, your home for live streaming coverage of the Cubs, all connected by Xfinity.
Take a game used or autographed item home and help benefit Cubs charities. Cubs Authentics is the premier outlet for all MLB authenticated Cubs memorabilia. The Cubs will donate net proceeds from the sale of Cubs Authentics items to Cubs charities. Visit Cubs.com/authentics today. I mentioned Almora under the weather, so he's out for the rest of the afternoon. Zobrist to left, Happ to center. Efren Navarro comes in and will play first base. Outside on Lane Adams. All right, I got a Lane Adams story for you.
Alrighty.
This is kind of cool.
Love me a good Lane Adams story.
So last year, on June 8th, he's playing for the Braves AAA affiliate Gwinnett, which is in the Atlanta area, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's an afternoon game. He heads home, then gets a phone call that he's been called up to the big leagues to replace Adonis Garcia, who had gone to the DL. So he had to hightail it back to the ballpark in Gwinnett to get all of his equipment. And he was doing the math in his head and looking at traffic. He had to race to SunTrust Park. He illegally used the prepay toll lane along the way, kind of that HOV lane. Got to the game in time and then got into the ball game in the 7th. So he played in a minor league game and a major league game in 2 different ballparks on the same day. It's a little Joel Youngblood-ish.
Yeah. Youngblood played 2 big league games on the same day.
In 2 different cities. And I believe one of those games was at Wrigley Field.
Yeah, I think, and then he flew east for the night game.
Philadelphia.
Yeah. Didn't Deion Sanders play baseball and football on the same day?
That sounds right.
Took a helicopter.
Adams draws the walk.
Maybe it's a mental game guys play with themselves, but to be out there pitching with no sleeves, it's crazy.
Runner at first, nobody out, 6th inning. You are a student of baseball history. Charlie Culberson's grandfather. Are you familiar with Leon Culberson?
I do not know Leon's story, no.
He was an outfielder. Tapped on the ground. Bryant charges. Only plays at first, and he gets Culberson. He was an outfielder in the 1940s for the Red Sox and briefly with the Senators. He hit for the natural cycle as a rookie. Leon hit a home run in the '46 World Series for Boston, but he was also part of the famous Slaughter Mad Dash in Game 7. Are you familiar with that?
Sure, yeah.
That is considered one of the all-time great moments in baseball history. Enos Slaughter of the Cardinals scored from first base on a Harry Walker hit as Russell gets Borges. Culberson was the center fielder. He fielded the ball, threw it to Johnny Pesky, who some said hesitated before throwing the ball to the plate. That run proved to be the game-winning and series-clinching run. for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Enos Country Slaughter.
So Charlie Culberson's grandfather was a part of that play. The story goes, I think, that Pesky assumed Slaughter was going to hold at third and was checking, I think, on Walker, and Slaughter ended up scoring. But we cannot go to the videotape. I don't know if there's old film of it. I'm sure there is.
Yeah, there's video. I've seen video of the mad dash. That montage of World Series highlights. A rare display of emotion by the Yankee Clipper when Sandy Amoros makes the catch on DiMaggio.
Called strike 3. 10-2 Braves, 6th inning.
Better ingredients, better pizza isn't just a slogan at Papa John's. It's a job. So you get a better pizza.
Get any pan pizza and a 2-liter for only $12. Use promo code ChicagoPan at papajohns.com.
Papa John's.
Don't miss Scott's Days. It's your local Ace.
Our biggest lawn and garden sale of the spring.
Right now, buy any bag of Scott's fertilizer and get a free $5 reward. Hurry in for great deals throughout the store. Now through Monday at Ace.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
As Bryant cranks to deep left, it'll go! Smacked out into right. Gone!
Cubs, Cardinals, Tuesday. Coverage begins at 7 on NBC Sports Chicago.
I just picked up the cake for the baby shower.
You know she's having a boy, right?
Need to make a quick switch? We thought about that.
Joe!
Need a little more room? We thought about that.
Hold on, Jill's texting me.
Need to stay connected?
You have a message from Jill.
We even gave that a thought, too. Buick Encore and Buick Envision, part of Buick's 3 SUV lineup. Get this low-mileage lease on this 2018 Encore for around $199 per month. Or get $3,500 purchase allowance on most Encore models.
Sports Talk Live, presented by the Chevy Silverado. Weeknights at 6 on NBC Sports Chicago.
Welcome back to Wrigley Field with this Miller Lite game report. I'll tell you what, the wind has not died down any. We still got the spit and rain going, but guys, I took a lap around Wrigley Field and I'm impressed with these fans. I found out numerous vendors have sold out of the blankets and the hot chocolate, which I'll tell you what is the best $10 I've spent lately, guys.
That sounds good. Yeah, and you got to drink it fast or it gets cold.
Yeah, then it's just chocolate milk.
So crisp. Taps foul. Bottom 6. We're going to chat in the 7th with the new Bears coach, Matt Nagy. This is Bear weather. Fouled again by Ben on both times today, including his 1,400th career hit. Trying to clinch this series. The final game scheduled for tomorrow at 1:20. Braves are pitching great on this long road trip. ERA of 181 so far. 8th game of a 9-game journey. And when you get to their bullpen, it doesn't get any easier. You've got the top ERA among all bullpens. Albies will not be able to get Zobrist. He had the range far to his left. And Zobrist has his 2nd infield hit of the day.
A little bit of a bobble trying to get that ball into his throwing hand might have been the difference. Cobus likely would have beaten it anyway.
Ball one to Baez. Two balls, no strikes.
Goes again on 100 pitches. I would assume this would be the last inning for Newcomb here today.
Fastball outside, 3-0. Now 3-1. Albies has it. He drops it. And he tried to throw it, and then I think decided to hold on, and the ball ended up being thrown right back to the pitcher. So Albies has had a huge series with a defensive error here, and that has opened the door for the Cubs.
And again, trying to be in a hurry there to get two, and in this situation, in these conditions, the prudent play is to take your time and make sure you get an out. But he's a very young player. I'll just scored it out of his hand there at the last. So I was getting ready to proclaim him the greatest player on the planet the way things have been going. I'll have to hold off on that a little bit.
Addison Russell, 2 on, nobody out. Takes high for ball one. Dan Winkler up in the Atlanta bullpen. And Suzuki will meet Newcomb halfway. This will count as a mound visit. With a run in the first, another in the third. And coming in, leaving his feet. Adams can't get it. Everybody advances one. It's a base hit for Russell, and they are loaded with nobody out.
Well,
you said put a ball in play,
yeah.
and good things can happen, and that's what's going on here in the sixth.
One of those crazy days when you just keep plugging away.
Second visit of the inning, this time by Chuck Hernandez, their pitching coach. Going to settle down his left-hander.
And that's the challenge, obviously, other than being down 8 runs, is you get into the later innings, and there's a whole lot of guys in Major League bullpens these days that are really good at keeping the ball out of play. Concern level ticking up just a little bit for Brian Snitker over there in the first base dugout.
10-2, mid-30s temperatures with wind and rain. They sound comfortable, but that's not how they feel over in that visiting dugout. The 0-1 to Hayward. Fouled out of play. Newcomb had to work in the first inning with those 25 pitches. Pretty efficient since. Called strike 3 to get Hayward for the first out.
Second time Hayward has gone down on strikes today, looking at a good fastball down around the knees, outside part of the plate.
Kyle Schwarber now will pinch hit for Butler. Takes ball 1. On the homestand, he's 5 for 12, a double, a homer, 2 knocked in. Two and 0 with the bases loaded. No strikes. Take mode here. Down
yes.
8.
Yeah, probably. With these conditions, I think he's probably taking. Yeah.
Ball 4. So Newcomb forces in a run. It's 10-3. Schwarber will get an RBI, and that'll be it for the Braves starter.
Infield hit error by the second baseman, and then his own doing there with the walk to Schwarber.
So the Braves go into their bullpen, and we will be right back.
Want more SUV for your money? Check out Hyundai. A family of distinct SUVs from the brand named lowest 5-year cost to own. And with 7 2018 IIHS top safety picks, all thanks to an assortment of advanced safety features. And all of them are backed by America's best warranty. Hyundai SUVs, a great deal more than just a great deal. Right now, lease a Tucson for $179 a month, or get $3,750 total savings on the Santa Fe Sport. Visit buyhyundai.com.
Best in Show. And Best in Show. And Best in Show. And Best in Show.
A world with more winners is better. So play the Illinois Lottery New Frenzy Instant Tickets. They're stuffed with prizes, and more prizes means more winners.
The all-new Honda Accord is the 2018 North American Car of the Year. That means Accord is the best car in America. It's also Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com overall best buy, making it the best deal in America. Plus, the American-built Honda Accord offers a long list of award-winning features like LED headlights, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and a bold new look. So don't wait. Hurry into the Dream Garage Spring event at your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealer today.
Cubs offer baseball summer camps presented by ATI Physical Therapy and Ideal Industries. Young sluggers ages 5 to 13 have the opportunity to suit up in Cubs gear, meet a current Cub player during a VIP Wrigley Field visit, and receive top-notch baseball instruction. Cubs.com/kids for more.
Illinois guy, Dan Winkler, he's from Effingham, downstate. to Parkland College in Champaign and then the University of Central Florida as Happ fouls away. Two strikes on Ian. Bases loaded, a run in. Winkler debuted with the Braves in 2015. It was a Rule 5 pick the previous December from the Rockies. Swing and a miss. He strikes out Happ.
Changed up the playbook a little bit on Happ there. He's been seeing a lot of off-speed pitches, but Winkler pretty much fastball, cutters, and sliders. Sneaks that one right by Happ, so that's the third punch out for Ian here today.
Efren Navarro just came in to play first base. He's on the roster due to Rizzo's DL stint. Anthony hoping to be back for that Cardinals series. A drive the other way, but Adams will grab it. And the Cubs are limited to just one run after loading the bases with nobody out. 10-3 Braves. Matt Nagy when we come back. Fairweather.
He's playing with us.
No. He's trying to tell us something.
Let's see what forensics thinks.
Sorry I'm late. What'd I miss?
Want to get away? Now you can with Southwest fares as low as $49 one way. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency.
It's more than a deck. It's an extension of your home's living space. It's where you entertain friends, spend quality time with your family, or just do nothing at all. That's why you want the best for your home. Ultra Deck from Menards. Ultra Deck Rustic and Fusion low maintenance composite decking feature the look of real wood without all the upkeep. Spend more time relaxing and less time maintaining your deck with Ultra Deck composite decking from Menards.
Hands go here. Feet go here. You know what goes here. And your approval rating goes here. Test drive the Z-Track Z540R at your John Deere dealer today.
It's not just a coaster, you know. It's an invitation.
Jim Beam on the rocks.
The bourbon that's been making history since 1795 invites you to make some of your own.
That ball is drilled by Matt Davidson deep to left field and gone.
Wherever you are, you're there. The NBC Sports app, your home for live streaming coverage of the White Sox, all connected by Xfinity.
Braves lead the Cubs 10-3. Steve Cishek now in to pitch, and great to have with us the new Bears coach Matt Nagy, and this will get you used to Chicago weather. It's April, but it feels a little like December.
I'll tell you what, this is getting me warmed up for the season. Or should I say chilled up for the season.
Exactly. Congratulations. And yeah, so just tell us about how things are going as you get to know your new team.
You know what, things are going really well. It's so fun to be able to finally get to meet the guys and understand that they're back in town and do some X's and O's, get them in the building, meet each other, and now we're really pumped up to get them out there next week for mini camp.
Here is Steve Cishek. Schwarber still in the game playing left field. And ball one. See, we got the Bears coach in here, and it's a football score.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a winnable game at this stage.
Absolutely.
There's the 1-0. And that's off the plate inside. So your offensive philosophy in a nutshell.
Score a lot of points.
I love it.
Lots of points. We do that, we'll be okay.
Gonna open
and
it
then
up,
stop them too, right? Yeah, no, we're going to open it up, and but we have to build it first, so it'll take some time.
Did you Did you meet Joe before the game at all?
We did. We were fortunate enough to, before the game, to get down there and talk. We're both from Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
we had a little tie there, so I've talked to him before. We've had some talks, and what a good guy, and just to be able to go back and talk a little bit about Pennsylvania, but then more importantly about the city of Chicago, and he's just has said so many positive things and talked about the fan base and who they are, and it's been awesome.
Joe's a big Namath guy. He's a Joe Willie fan.
I saw that. I was in his office. I saw he had a Namath tie down there, and pretty neat.
2-2 on Ozzie Albies, who's had a huge day, and that one is fouled out of play.
Now, you may have noticed coming from the radio booth, you were over at Pat and Ron with the windows closed in a nice warm booth here. Now you're here. So this is where the magic really happens. This is the only booth up here, see, where it's open. So we're getting, we did this because we want football weather.
That's okay. I'm okay with that. You know, so for a lot of years there in my career, I was up in the booth eating a lot of hot dogs in between play calls up in the booth, and now down on the field the last few years. But this is good. This is the way it should be.
University of Delaware, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
You played your college ball.
Yeah. University of Delaware, the Blue Hens.
Yeah.
So what will be your trademark in terms of your attire on the sidelines? Do you have anything interesting you do? You're not going with the Belichick sweatshirt, or do Tom Landry with the top hat and his suit? What do you got?
You're not going to see the cutoff sweatshirt. You're not going to see the top hat, the different suits, that sort of thing. You might see a visor. There might be a visor involved. I've always kind of been a visor guy, but right now, that's down the list here for me.
Yeah.
There's been a lot going on, and I got to be honest, I haven't gotten to that yet.
That's okay, because everything will be dissected.
What's that?
Everything will be dissected.
It will. That's okay.
Wearing,
that's fine, and that's we're putting that in the pecking order. That'll show up here more towards summer.
Any baseball in your background as a kid?
Yeah. I grew up playing baseball. I was you couldn't look at it by the tell of the first pitch, but I actually did pitch and played center field. And of course, now having my 4 boys involved in it every weekend, they do a lot of traveling, and so I get to live it through them, and a lot of respect for the game.
Was the first pitch today?
So I felt good, and then it just kind of sunk on me, and so.
On these conditions, man, it's
getting old too. I gotta be smarter than this and learn to warm up next time.
But, if you're gonna miss down.
Is that right?
Yeah,
miss down. Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to miss to the backstop for sure. High, 2-1 on Dansby Swanson. Well, you've got a great young quarterback in Mitch Trubisky. It's the stuff you can't teach that it felt like Bears fans watched last year, right? Those intangibles. I mean, he's got a lot of talent, but he looks like a born leader.
He is. He's a natural leader. And in Kansas City, I was able to look at what he had. We evaluated some quarterbacks last year as we were looking to get a quarterback in Kansas City, and so I got to meet Mitch and got to see what he's about. And he has very special traits. It's really in your DNA that you can't teach. And so we as a staff are looking to build upon that and really make that something that the Bears fans and city can be proud of.
What was kind of your first message to him? Just be yourself?
Be you. That's it. And that's that was really to the team. But he doesn't have to change anything he's done. We're not going to put any magic potion on him. He's going to come out and just play his game. We'll fine-tune him now and then, let him be who he is, and we'll try to develop some of the game plan around his traits and make sure that we're using his strengths and not his weaknesses.
1 strike on Freddie Freeman. 10-3 Atlanta here in the 7th. That is a strike from Cishek.
How about coaching influences? Who do you point to?
So obviously Coach Reed brought me into the league in Philadelphia. So I spent some time there with him, and then he's took me with him to Kansas City for the last 5 years. So he's at the top. He's taught me how to coach football with the X's and O's side, but how to treat people, and how to treat players. And that's so valuable in an organization on how you do that. And so he's up there, and along with Brad Childress, who I'm very close with, who's here on staff with us as well. So being able to be with those two guys and just listen and learn from them has been so valuable for me, and you know, I'll always use everything that they gave me.
1-2 on Freeman. And he drives one in the left. Freeman with his second hit and his third reach. So 2 on with 1 out.
Freeman gets in a groove, man, and he makes it look so easy. I mean, not trying to do too much with this one. Head on it and just pings it the other way.
So the game has changed a little bit. You know, extra points have been moved back. What are your thoughts on the kicking game and that sort of thing? Might you be aggressive at times in terms of a 2-point try? Does it depend on how your offense looks? There's obviously math involved. Are you more of a pre-4th quarter try to kick that extra point? It's added a new dimension, hasn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot of different dimensions to it. Obviously, weather's involved in regards to is it hard to get the snap and kick the extra point or go for a longer field goal. But no, the aggressive mentality for our team in general is going to be there, and so we'll have, it'll be, you know, calculated. We'll understand where it's at, how to do it. Well, everybody, you know, on the coaching staff helping out with those decisions that are being made, but. You don't want to do it to just do it. You want to be smart about it, and so we'll take all that stuff into consideration, but we want to be able to control the tempo and the pace as much as we can.
Do you like that change, moving the point after back?
I do, you know, and it was just so automatic. I want to say it was 99.3% at the time it was being made. Moving it back now, there's some times where you as a coach have to think, depending on the wind, the rain, snow, those type of factors, of whether the percentages are better to take it from the 2-yard line instead. And you started to see that a lot more last year. And the other emphasis with special teams right now, obviously that's a big concern, is the kickoff play. And you know, they're talking about the speed and space that goes on. And there's guys running full speed at each other, and the whole concussion deal. So we're at a point right now where you know, concussions are a big part of this. We want to do everything we possibly can to make it safe for the players, and so there's a lot of talk right now that we as a league are discussing. But you know, we just want to make it safe for the guys.
Yeah, technology. I mean, because players bigger, stronger, faster than ever, right? So you got these high-speed collisions with these big behemoths. I mean,
it's violent. You know, when you're down there on the sideline, there's some big tackles that go on, and you know, safety is just such a concern, and we want our sport to keep growing. We want it to keep getting bigger and bigger, and we understand that. But there's a lot of time and effort from a lot of different fields to try to help out. Neurosurgeons that are involved, equipment managers that tell you what kind of helmets are the best helmets to use and that sort of thing, and how do our guys understand that. So it's our job as coaches to not only teach them how to tackle, but to also educate them on what to wear.
Ball 4 and the bases are loaded, and it'll bring up Markakis. A couple of hits and a walk, setting up the Braves here in the 7th inning. Got to ask you about the draft. You've been digging in on that, I'm sure, big time.
Yeah, we actually just finished up our final draft meetings yesterday. Ryan and his crew have done an unbelievable job at putting things together. We have a good direction. Now we'll just kind of, you know, really get through the finer details of each player, understand the direction that we want to go. It's just so hard to tell. You know, you get to draft day and there's some all of a sudden there's something that goes on within the draft that can throw your whole board off, and you got to be prepared for that. Right now is the time you prepare for it. You don't prepare for it on draft day.
Right,
you got to be able to play different scenarios, different situations, and so Ryan has been really good with that. The communication has been just stellar, and this is an exciting time for us in regards to not just the draft, but getting guys in next week for mini camp. And there's a really good vibe. There's an energy. There's a buzz, and just trying to keep that status quo so that we don't get too high and really don't get too low.
See if they can turn it here. They get one. They get them both. Brian Snitker's going to take a look at the review, but assuming this will stand, Coach, thanks for the time.
Absolutely.
We'll let you take the headset off and get ready to sing the stretch.
Nice to meet you. Good luck.
Best of luck. Thank you very much.
Matt Nagy, the new Bears coach. As we get ready for the stretch from Wrigley, brought to you by St. Xavier University.
For Take Me Out to the Ball Game, Bears Bears head coach Matt Nagy.
Chicago, how's everybody doing out there? Hey, forget this weather. This is nothing. I want to thank Coach Madden and the rest of this great organization for bringing our family here today. We love Chicago. We love the Cubbies, right? Let's get to some, hey, can we get loud? Forget all, let's get loud. Let's go. Let's go. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game.
Take me out to the crowd.
Buy me some peanuts and cracker jacks. I don't care if I never get back, for it's root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's
1, 2, 3 strikes.
You're out at the old ball game.
Let's get right.
The 7th inning stretch is presented by St. Xavier University, where success meets purpose.
When you're ready to explore your options for graduate education, choose the 3rd largest private provider of teachers in Illinois. Choose a school that holds the most recognized form of accreditation a business program can earn. Choose a degree from a National League for Nursing Center of Excellence. Or choose a school where 99% of speech pathology graduates are employed upon graduation. If you want a graduate degree from a university whose reputation can advance your career, choose St. Xavier University.
I'd introduce myself, but this isn't about me, James Hinchcliffe, famous IndyCar driver. It's about the Honda Dream Garage Spring Event, where all your Honda dreams can come true. Check out the CR-V, Motor Trend's SUV of the year, and the HR-V. Both have style for the city. And
Chris Bryant fouls away. Bottom of the 7th. Winkler got out of the 6th inning with limited damage. Nice work by Steve Cishek. Get that double play ball. And Nagy, very impressive. That was fun. Two balls and a strike. Make it 2-2 on Chris.
Are NFL coaches trending younger these days? Matt's a young guy.
He's
huh?
38-ish. Yeah, I think so. Full count, 3-2. Contreras next. Walk. So an already healthy on base percentage being helped out today. 3 times on base for Chris Bryant.
Eddie Butler's final line today: 3 2/3, 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned. Walked a couple, struck out 2.
Bryant's OBP at 485 after that walk. Standing next to a guy, Freddie Freeman, whose on base is 500. Fly ball to center. And coming in and making the grab is Peter Borges. Tuesday, right here on NBC Sports Chicago, Kyle Hendricks scheduled to start Game 2 against the Cardinals. Our coverage starts at 7. You can stream the game live on the NBC Sports app. That'll be a 3-game series starting Monday night.
Today is the anniversary of the first ever presidential first pitch. Care to hazard a guess as to who the commander-in-chief was?
First thing that came to mind was Teddy Roosevelt, but
close.
Woodrow Wilson.
Taft. 1910.
Okay.
He threw the first pitch to Walter Johnson, who was pitching that day with the Senators. First of his 14 opening day assignments. Johnson, not Taft.
Fouled back upstairs. The paid crowd, tickets sold 36,788. Obviously, we didn't have that many in the ballpark, but a good many of them did come to this ball game. 38 when we started, with a northeast wind at 24 and a light rain that has continued throughout the day, and it's gotten colder. The pitch yanked into right. That'll get to the wall. Bryant will score. Zobrist on his way to third. He's got a triple. 10-4 now. Third hit of the day for Ben Zobrist.
A couple infield hits, and now this triple into the right field corner for Zo. So, a miserable day, but he's got to be feeling good about things the way it has gone for him. Bryant streaks home with the 4th run for the Cubs.
Infield back with Baez at the plate. One ball, no strikes. Fouled back out of play.
Missed his pitch right there. A little bit of a hanging slider in the inner third. Slider or cutter that just backed up like a cement mixer on him.
Swing and the miss, 1-2. Starter Newcomb went to 5 1/3. Gave up 3 runs, 2 earned.
Oh my word, that wind is really whipping. Just blew my monitor.
Yeah, we thought we lost it. Hopped up first base side. Freeman will watch it land in the seats. We had the story yesterday about Chris Bryant every once in a while takes a cold shower just to remain uncomfortable. We've taken one today.
Yeah, he'd come up here.
He's taking one on the field, yeah. Here's a 1-2. That'll get a run in. Swanson had a little trouble with the exchange, but the throw beats Baez. So Zobrist scores, and it's now 10-5.
Baez will pick up RBI number 11 on the season.
Well, this is where the missed opportunity in the 6th makes you wonder, right? They got one after they loaded him with nobody out. If they had put up 3 or 4, this would be a much different ball game. So Russell bats with 2 outs, nobody on, 2 runs in. Fastball strike.
Hey, Arnie, give me a shot of the boats out on the lake.
First of all, what lake? We can't see it. There it is.
Yeah,
Dave Turner, our wonderful director.
It was wild driving to the ballpark today, the way the waves were splashing up over the wall in Lakeshore.
That's as close as we can get. One ball and 2 strikes. Missed badly. 2-2.
Jake Arrieta pitches for the 2nd time this year tonight in Tampa. Phillies are 7-5. Rays 3-10. Chris Archer will pitch for the Rays.
Julio Teheran, Tyler Chatwood in our ball game tomorrow afternoon. And the projected starters are brought to you by Verizon. Tyler looking for his first win as a Cub. Three 2 on Russell.
Cubs now with 7 hits in the ball game. Braves have twice that many. Russell's walked and singled today. Keep the line moving.
Well, kept the at bat alive. Got him on strikes. Russell frozen.
Literally?
Literally, yeah. 10-5 as we go to the 8th.
He's playing with us.
No. He's trying to tell us something.
Let's see what forensics thinks.
Sorry I'm late. What'd I miss?
Want to get away? Now you can with Southwest fares as low as $49 one way. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency.
All across America, teenagers are making a difference, gaining respect, and changing the future. Here in Illinois, the future is now. 16 and 17-year-olds can now register to be organ tissue donors in Illinois. Nearly 5,000 people in our state need a life-saving organ, and about 300 people die every year waiting. Be part of the solution. Join the Illinois Secretary of State's Organ Tissue Donor Registry. Register at lifegoeson.com.
You want a clean fight. Protect yourselves at all times. There'll be no standing 8 count.
If I give up my ability to trade, I might as well give up my license to breathe. You know what I risk to get him? What would he give to get me?
What do you do when there's no play to be made?
Find your angle.
None of this is going to matter unless Axe gets us back in the game.
We are sticking together to win this war.
Are you in? Billions. New episodes Sundays at 10. Only on Showtime. Start your free trial now.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Planning for a game here at Wrigley Field. Check out all the available transportation and parking options. The Cubs offer a free bike check. Not a good day to ride your bike today, folks. That's located by the Addison Red Line station. If you drive, the Cubs provide free remote parking and shuttle service on night and weekend games. Information can be had by visiting the A to Z guide at Cubs.com.
Here's Justin Wilson. Gonna struggle here early on in terms of walks, which he struggled with after he was acquired from Detroit last year.
Yeah, really looked out of sorts last time he was out there.
He's trying to build some confidence today with his team down 5 runs late.
He's a guy with a resume. He's had success, and plenty of it at this level. He's got a big arm. So you just got to kind of rehabilitate the confidence. Use him in some low leverage situations till he starts to find his groove, and then little by little you put him in more meaningful situations. Good start here this afternoon for him.
He strikes out Adams. Culberson, nothing for 3, but he walked and scored a run in the big 5-run third. I mentioned Culberson's grandfather Leon was part of Slaughter's Mad Dash 1946 World Series Game 7. So here's the film as Enos Slaughter went first to home. So hesitation, a bobble, not quite sure. But that was a series clinching run late in that ball game. That was at Sportsman's Park in St. Louis. And Contreras pointing at his left hand or wrist.
That thumb back a little bit, you know.
He's going to stay in. Even though clearly wincing in pain here. A couple of warm-up tosses to make sure he's all right. Well, only needed 1.
Happiest man in the ballpark right now, Victor Caratini.
You don't think Schwarber would volunteer? He's out and left. Ball 2. Two and 1. That was a strike. Even though the ball popped out of Contreras' mitt. Now 2 and 2.
See what Garrett Cole is doing over there for the Astros these days?
14 strikeouts last night.
93 pitches to record 14 strikeouts. Joining Nolan Ryan is the only pitcher in baseball history to punch out 11 or more in their first 3 starts of the season.
Pulled into the left field corner. Double for Culberson.
Apparently Cole has been throwing his curveball a lot more, his breaking pitches, and that's kind of what the Astros do. Pirates, their staff throws a lot of fastballs. With the Astros, you think about McCullers, the way he uses his curveball. It's part of the analytics or what, but they don't throw the fastball as much over there.
Swing and a miss by Borges. Got Cole through his first 3 starts, 21 innings, 10 hits, 4 walks, 36 strikeouts, and an ERA of 0.67.
He's always had ace stuff and at times has pitched like an ace, but somewhat inconsistent with the Pirates. When they made that deal, they had to know there was a possibility that he was just going to blow up over there, and so far he's been outstanding.
That is low. Yankees and Tigers postponed in Detroit. Called that game this morning. White Sox Twins postponed for the 2nd consecutive day.
Nationals beat the Rockies this afternoon 6-2. Max Scherzer's got 4 decisions already. He's 3-1. John Gray, the loser, is 1-3.
Ends Washington's 3-game losing streak.
Charlie Blackmon went deep. Number 5, Matt Wieters, hit his first for the Nationals.
High fly center field. Hayward now out there coming in, and he makes the catch.
Apparently Nolan Arenado has decided to drop his appeal of his what was it, a 5-game suspension he drew?
Something like that. Preston Tucker with the big 3-run homer in the game yesterday will bat.
Apparently that's his specialty. He's hit 3 home runs. They've all been 3-run jobs.
It was a 5-game suspension for Nolan Arenado. It's about the time he's back. We'll be in Denver, right?
Yeah.
Probably will be back at some point that weekend. Cubs wouldn't mind if he sat out that series too. That'd be fun, right? Guy takes a 5-game suspension. After the 5 games, he calls in. He says, "You know, I've enjoyed this vacation.
Yeah,
I need a couple of extra days." Found this great spot on the beach.
Well, that would be the next move for Joe, right? He's always talking about trying to decompress things for his guys, and cancels batting practice, and has American Legion week where he doesn't open the clubhouse till later, wants guys to stay home a little bit longer.
Hey, why don't you head up to the spa in Kenosha?
Yeah, go fishing for the weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.
Did not Leo DeRocher do that at one point? Took a little time.
That sounds
off.
right, yeah. And then in the way back in the day, guys, just to jump the club, they'd, jump off the train, go hang out somewhere for a couple of days. And Gene Conley and Pumpsy Green, I believe, with the Red Sox, were on the team bus in New York, and things were not going well, and the bus was stuck in traffic, so they jumped off the bus. They may have gone out and had some cocktails or something. I don't remember all the details, but Conley ended up at the airport trying to book a flight to Israel. And then a few days later, rejoined the club. It was in the 60s.
Tucker went around, so Wilson gave up a double, but no walks and a scoreless 8th inning.
Hey, Javi, how did you get your nickname, El Mago?
Give me your keys.
Javi?
Lease a new 2018 RAV4 for $179 a month or get 0% APR for 60 months plus $500 bonus cash on RAV4. Toyota, let's go places.
30 seconds of awesome.
Presented by Thomas Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram.
Awesome. Awesome. Totally awesome. It's the spring sales event at Thomas Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Right now you can lease a new 2018 Jeep Compass for only $169 a month. Or lease a new 2018 Ram Quad Cab 4x4 Express for just $199 a month.
Awesome! For commission-free salespeople and a no-pressure environment.
Find your perfect vehicle at Thomas Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Highland and online at thomascdj.com. Awesome!
The Range Rover Velar. Get $4,000 off MSRP on a 2018 Velar at Land Rover Hinsdale.